Hey guys, welcome to Minikai. Today we're ranking the top 10 best cheating wife movies in 2025. So, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Number 1. Verhungviden Leidenschaft Silt, 2025.
Kleines Ferienhäuschen, aber das ist eine Villa.
Wow, ich will wirklich gern mitgekommen.
Auf!
The story follows Nina, a dedicated police officer haunted by a recent traumatic incident at work. Seeking refuge to heal her shattered soul, she retreats to a remote vacation home on Silt. Her plans for a quiet recovery quickly fall apart when she meets her neighbor, Daniel, a wealthy and charismatic businessman. Although both are married, Nina and her supportive but cold husband, Patrick, an irresistible and dangerous attraction develops between them. What begins as a desperate escape from their respective realities turns into a reckless affair. As the salty air and rolling dunes provide a temporary veil of secrecy, the stakes grow higher. Number 2. Tambian Esto Pasara, 2025.
Contigo aquí.
A woman grappling with the recent death of her mother, a resilient and charismatic figure who remains a constant presence in Blanca's thoughts. Seeking to cope with her overwhelming grief, Blanca takes refuge in her family's summer home in the beautiful coastal village of Cadax. Surrounded by stunning Mediterranean views, she attempts to rebuild her life. However, she realizes she's not ready to let go. She continues to have an internal dialogue with her mother, relying on her guidance as if she had never left. The summer becomes a whirlwind of complex emotions as Blanca is joined by her 2 ex-husbands, her children, and her closest friends. Number 3. Darnier, 2025.
Það mun gjósa á mér.
Það eitthvað að gerast á skaganum. Eitthvað sem við getum ekki útskýrt.
Set against the stunning yet dangerous landscape of modern Iceland, Anna is the country's most respected volcanologist. Anna's life has been defined by the stability of the earth she studies, but she soon finds herself standing on fractured ground both professionally and personally. When seismic activity near Reykjavik portends an unprecedented disaster, Anna must lead a high-stakes operation to divert a massive lava flow that threatens to engulf the capital. However, the external chaos is mirrored in a personal crisis. Amid falling smoke and ash, Anna is drawn back into an emotionally charged and reckless love affair with Thomas, a mysterious colleague. Number 4. The Red Thread, 2025.
Hola, amor. ¿Qué pasó?
Me molesta que tengas una vida con ella.
Pero es que tú tienes la tuya.
Ese es el problema.
The story begins on a long-haul flight where April, a passionate and dedicated flight attendant, meets Manuel, a charismatic and successful businessman. From the moment their eyes meet, an undeniable and electrifying connection emerges, a love at first sight that feels both impossible and inevitable. They share brief, frequent encounters that leave an indelible mark on both their souls. However, as the plane lands and life returns to its frenetic pace, fate intervenes, and the two are forced to pursue different paths before they can even exchange more than a few words. Years later, and a reunion occurs, the red thread stretches but does not break. By chance, April and Manuel find their lives intersecting once again. Number 5. Over de Grain, 2025.
Wat? Verandering van spijs doet eten. In België hebben ze hele andere ballen.
Peter and Laura decide to escape the suffocating pressures of city life as a last-ditch effort to save their crumbling marriage. They move to a remote country house in the Ardennes, hoping the tranquil scenery and isolation will provide a much-needed spark. However, the silence of the forest only highlights the growing distance between them, and the move quickly feels more like an escape into resentment than a new beginning. the fragile peace is disrupted by the arrival of Peter, a charming and charismatic handyman hired to help renovate their aging property. While Peter remains immersed in his work and emotionally isolated, Mathieu finds himself drawn to the stranger's raw energy and attention. Number 6. Konamara, 2025.
Ça va?
Ah oui, pourquoi?
Avec Philippe? Ah non, ça va pas, non, avec Philippe. Puis de toute façon, le principal, c'est ton boulot. Je crois pas, non. Mais tout va bien, ce côté-là.
In the high-pressure, sterile world of Parisian corporate consulting, Hélène has reached her breaking point. After years of relentless ambition and emotional repression, crushing exhaustion forces her to abandon her professional life and return to her quiet roots in the French countryside. Seeking clarity and respite from the emptiness of success, she moves back to the small town she once desperately wanted to leave. The transition feels jarring until she reunites with Christophe, her high school crush. While Hélène climbs the social ladder, Christophe remains behind, living a life of routine, local sports, and modest hopes. As they reconnect, their evolving relationship forces Hélène to confront the ghosts of her youth and the arrogance of her adult choices. Number 7. Nosotros, 2025.
Cada de malos momentos.
Me alegro que pienses así.
As time passes, the film shifts from the romantic haze of youth to the complex realities of adulthood. The arrival of children brings new purpose, but also places profound pressures on their bond. We witness their relentless efforts to keep the flame of love burning amidst the exhaustion of everyday life, financial pressures, and the subtle shifts that can occur between two people over time. The film captures key moments of failure and heartbreak where the couple nearly gives up, only to find the strength or stubbornness to try one more time. It is a cinematic tribute to the resilience of the human spirit and a poignant reminder that while love can be a battlefield, it is also the only place where we truly feel at home. Number 8. Aurora, 2025.
Mis on tõde?
Joonas, ma pean rääkima sulle midagi.
As the daughter of a prominent and influential religious leader, Aurora's life is defined by the rigid moral framework of her father's teachings. She is the golden child, meticulously playing the role of obedient daughter to maintain her family's standing. However, beneath her refined exterior, a storm is brewing. Aurora becomes involved in a secret affair that shatters her father's sense of order. This secret affair provides the only escape from her predetermined life of chastity, but it quickly becomes the catalyst for a profound personal transformation. As Aurora struggles to balance her private emotions with her public obligations, tensions reach a fever pitch during her parents' lavish wedding anniversary celebration. Number 9. Two Women, 2025.
Non, ils ont inventé la monogamie pour que chaque homme ait sa femme.
Et chaque femme a son homme.
C'est ça qu'on sert les femmes.
A sharp and contemporary reinterpretation of the 1970s cult classic. Florence and Violette star as two neighbors and best friends who feel suffocated under the weight of having it all. Florence and Violette, two seemingly successful but secretly broken mothers, face the exhaustion of their professional careers and the emotional burden of their marriages, realizing that their lives have become a repetitive cycle of unmet expectations and social performance. The status quo is shattered when one of the women begins an unexpected and emotionally charged affair. More than a mere betrayal, the affair serves as a catalyst for both women, triggering a radical, often darkly comedic, reevaluation of their lives, bodies, and priorities. Number 10. Kamin, 2025. Struggling to find his footing in a city torn by conflict and a rapidly changing political landscape, His life changes quietly but profoundly when he stays at an old boarding house run by Ki Nam, a quiet and elegant widow. As the humid Saigon nights pass, the two discover a common language beyond words, bound by their respective losses, his loss of a future he can no longer imagine, and hers of a past that haunts the halls of her inn. They form an emotional, platonic bond. Together with Sue, a mysterious guest, they navigate the complexities of a society in transition. Kai Nam Inn is a visual and emotional tapestry that captures the delicate process of healing, proving that even after destruction, human connection remains our most important refuge.